Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're talking about audio. 5 different ways to get that clean, crispy, pristine audio everyone's dying to get. So if that's something you're looking to up your game in, or just stare at my face, stick around and yeah, roll that beautiful bean, but just play the intro. All right, so audio. I know everyone hates this subject. I know I hated this subject for a really long time. Audio was something that I was not the greatest at. It just was something that was my downfall. I would do a really banging video and I would just let my audio just crap out on me. I wouldn't really do a whole lot. I would know not to peak, but that was about my extent. I know something that bugs the heck out of me and probably bugs the heck out of every person. You know when you're listening to headphones and it's got that nice music, that tasty B-roll, and then it cuts to someone talking and they do not have a good mic and you just can't hear them to save your life. Or they just don't level their stuff, but that's a whole nother video, and you know, people's ears are blowing out and you know, blood's just, it's a lot of blood. All right, so let's talk about number 1. Phones. Everyone's got them. They have built-in recorders in them. You can do voice memos for like the iPhone. I'm not 100% sure what the audio one is for Android. Probably like Android recorder. I don't know anything about Android, so sorry. You could stick it either A, in your breast pocket if you had a jacket that had that, or depending on if I'm doing a talking head at the desk, you can always set it close to the subject. All right, so I got it recording. I'm gonna take this and just set it right out of frame right here. So if you can't see it, I got it right here, and we're gonna drop it right down here. I'm gonna kind of aim it towards me just like I'd be talking into it on speakerphone, and we're just gonna kind of use that. Now you could hook this up on a tripod a better way, but just for this purpose of this little demonstration, I'm just gonna hold it out of frame, and we're gonna cut to the audio of this in 3, 2, 1. And now I'm talking on the iPhone. I'm using it, it's out of frame, it's picking up my voice, and it works great. It gets the mic closer to me as the subject. It gets it away from the camera so you don't have as much of the room picking up. It's not a perfect directional mic, but again, for the cheapest price of everyone has this, it's a great option. It's a cheap little option that everyone can do. It's getting the mic off the camera, it's getting it closer to the subject. It works great. Now, a second way you can use your iPhone is there is an app, at least for iPhone. I'm not 100% sure if it's on Android or not. Again, I'm just talking about iPhone because that's what I have. It's called Meta Recorder, and it gives you way more options. You can break up scenes, you can do different recordings compared to just a voice memo. You're just recording it. You can actually go in and tweak a few things. It really pushes it to the farthest that your phone can do as a recorder, and it works great. It's free from what I downloaded. You can upgrade to a pro version, but again, out the gate, it's free, the app's free, and your phone's free, so you got it in your pocket. Now, option 2 is a little bit more pricey. It's a Sennheiser audio recorder that plugs right into your phone. This one is specifically meant for the iPhone, and it's around $200. Now, I know you say $200 is a lot, but again, you're hooking it directly onto your talent, and then you're just dropping your phone in your back pocket. Lav mics work great. You're getting it right on the talent. It clips on great. They've even got skin tag, little tape that you can use. Honestly, most of the time we just use gaff tape. It works just fine. I'll leave some links down below to have a couple different options that you guys could look at. But something like this is taking something like your iPhone and really upping it into a great combo, especially if you download that app and you use it with this. And I'm pretty sure that app is kind of endorsed with this specifically. So they work really well hand in hand together. You can adjust the levels of the mic and it works great. So I've got this hooked up to my phone right here. Ideally, you would want to hook this underneath your talent shirt, just right up underneath here. It would be the best. That way it's not tugging on the shirt or look weird. That's kind of the whole point. You know, gaff tape, the skin tape, anything like that works really well. And again, you can drop this right in your back pocket. So let me change over to this in 3, 2, 1, boom. I am now on the iPhone recording through the Sennheiser plug and go, ready to go mic. I know it's a way longer name, I'll have it in the description. It works really well, and it honestly pairs really well with the app. You can see right here that I've got the waveforms going. It works really well. You can set different scenes, you can stop, you can set markers in and out wherever you want. It works really, really well. If you're shooting real estate, if you're shooting something where the talent needs to be really far away, this is kind of the way to go, having a lav mic hooked on your talent. So you can hear it right now, me recording. This is kind of a demo of what it would sound like. I know I'm not out where it's gonna be blowing and have a whole lot of wind and everything like that, but it gives you a rough idea. This is a really, really good option for around 200 bucks. All right, so another option is this little Zoom recorder. It is around 60 to 70 bucks, depending on where you find it. I think I found it on Amazon. Again, I'll leave everything I'm talking about, I'll leave links below so you guys can easily find them. I do not have affiliate links or anything like that. I'm just making it easy for you guys to find it. This little thing works great. It runs off of some AA batteries, one AA battery, and it'll honestly last me for a really, really long time. Uses a micro SD card in there. I like this ideally because you can hook this on a little tripod, set it there, especially if you're doing like online tutorials or gaming stuff. It works really well. You can have a line in directly from a mic. You can also have a line out. So if you're taking this to a camera or something like that, that would work too. So for around 60 to 70 bucks, this thing really is a good deal. It's kind of an all-around recorder. I always have this in my bag. It's just a good backup, really. Even if I've got my main camera going and I want to have another mic hooked up, not into my camera, I use this. I can check my waveforms on this screen. I can pretty much see everything that's going on. I can set scenes in and out, all that stuff. It works really, really well. I've got a light on there. If I'm peaking, it'll be red. It works really, really well. So let me actually turn that bad boy down a little bit. Now I'm recording on the Zoom H1 Handy recorder. It works really well. It might be picking up a little bit of shake because I'm holding it the way that I am. But this thing works pretty dang well. You can kind of hear the difference in me moving it around, but it works really, really well for sound effects. Like I said, like I have this thing in my bag all the time if I need to get really close to the river, or I need to get something that's just right up in it, but I don't want to unmount my whole camera rig that I have going on. This thing works phenomenal. So our other option is the Rode Video Micro. This is like the go-to vlogging mic pretty much because it's such a good value. This thing's like 60 bucks. And it comes with a dead cat. It comes with an amazing shock mount. And honestly, I really do think this is Rode's best mic for the value. You're getting an amazing quality mic that works phenomenal. I would just hook this literally right on top of my camera and just rock and roll with it. Let me actually change over to this mic so you can hear how it sounds. Okay, so this is it right on top of the camera. Of course, it's not gonna be quite as good because the camera's a little further away and the mic's not right on top of me, but it works really, really well. It is an amazing, amazing mic for the price. If you are looking for a mic that is around 50 to 60 bucks, I would recommend going with the Rode Video Micro. I've done a couple other ones that are close to it, but I put the mic right into the mount and it just snapped immediately. I think it was the Movo one that I've heard a lot of people talk about, and I guess the mic is really great, but the mount was just terrible. So I just learned my lesson, sent it back, and got another Rode Video Micro. They just are an amazing mic. Okay, and the last mic is the Rode Video Mic Pro Plus. This thing is amazing. It is definitely the most expensive out of all the options that you're looking at. I want to say it's around 300 bucks just for the mic. It is definitely the most pricey. compared to the Rode Video Micro, but it is definitely a bigger mic. It's got way more options. You can change the frequencies, you can change the decibels, you can set safe levels, which is amazing. It will turn on and off with your camera. It's got an awesome rechargeable battery that lasts up to 100 hours. It'll flash and let you know when it's getting lower. It is an all-around amazing mic, especially for me, for one-man band things that are shooting, you know, talking head stuff, especially if you're shooting a client that you can't reshoot. The last thing you want to do is have it where it's peaking and you're just screwed. You can bump that in post, but man, once that's peaking, it's completely trash. It's unusable. Having something like that that's able to have a safe level that's a little bit higher and one that's lower is amazing. I cannot say enough good things about this mic. It is a deeper, fuller mic. You're getting what you pay for. I know $300 seems like a lot. It is a lot to most people. I get it, but this is definitely an amazing mic. If you want to know what it sounds like, I've actually been using it the entire time while I'm filming myself. I found an amazing deal on Amazon that had the extender cable so I can go straight into my camera, the mic stand, and the mic. It is an amazing value, and I think it was like $3.19, I think is what I got it for. So I got some money off of what it would normally be pairing it separately. So I definitely recommend, if you're looking for an all-around phenomenal mic, something like that would work great. Again, you know, if you're on a budget, you've got your iPhone, you've got the Sennheiser recorder, you've got the Zoom recorder, you've got the Rode Video Micro, you've got the Rode, you know, Mic Plus. You've got all these options that are giving you multiple options to push your audio level to the next level. That was my biggest fallback for a long time, was my audio game. It was just terrible. Just built-in mics on the camera is just not good. There is definitely a difference when you're able to watch something. I know everyone says like story is king, it's all about your content, but keep in mind, whenever you watch a video, it is way easier to watch it with good audio, even if it's not the most bassy, you know, crispy audio, but you can clearly hear the person good. You will stick around through that video way longer, even if the quality of the video is lower and it's, you know, not 4K or anything like that. It will take the value of your video up dramatically, and it will make your audience stay around longer. If you're watching someone standing out in the wind and they just can't hear you, actually, for an example, let me do this. So now you can hear how bad it is just coming straight from the camera. It is not good at all. It sounds really tinny. It has no bass to it. It is really hard to hear, even with the really nice setup, the nice lighting. I've got backlighting, everything looks good, but it's really hard to get through this video with really crappy audio. So like I said, it's really hard to get through a video with really crappy audio. So that is my whole point in this video, is to give you multiple options to figure out the best way to up your audio game. It doesn't matter what your budget is, there's always an option to do it. You just have to think outside the box sometimes, whether that's your phone, a small Zoom recorder, getting the Video Micro, or saving up money and getting something even better. It really comes down to you and what your budget is and finding a way to do it. Sometimes it takes years, sometimes it only takes a couple weeks. It just depends on you, but this gives you options, and this gives you the best way to up your audio game. So yeah, that'll do it for me this week, guys. I hope I gave you a couple options that will help you step up your audio game. That's pretty much all I got. Thank you so much for sticking around. If you made it through this whole video, I love you. I love your face. You're amazing. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. Give me a thumbs up. Drop a comment below if you have another option that you've been using or that works best for you, or if you have one of these mics. If you hate it, if you love it, I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, guys, I'm out. Peace. Yeah.